design series. My name is Dave. I'm a developer of this video game, Patchman. Today we're going to be covering level 5 of Patchman versus Red Circles. Just going to tweet out that we're going live. Sending a tweet. Done. Alright. Just make sure my volume levels are good. I wonder if Twitch has some kind of preview mode, so I don't have to go through this, but not that I found anyway. Alright, let's start up the game. Zoom. Okay, I think everything's working fine. Alright, episode 1, Forest Island. Level 1, Granny's Cottage. Level 2, Over the Waterfall. Another Sheeple house. Fresh fruit in the fridge, which we passed. Blue means we passed it, green means next. Looks like they're all unlocked, but we're going to go over this 5th level here, Sheeple Rush. Just a short recap. We were introduced to apples. Growing apples, collecting them. Level 2 we were introduced to saving Guy Sheeple and propaganda on the walls. And level 3 we had our first drone. It wasn't just another Sheeple house, it was more than that. Level 4 we were introduced to oranges and girl Sheeple. Some other stuff too, but level 5, I thought it would be nice to kind of take a break from all that and just have like a easier level. Although like everything else didn't turn out exactly how I wanted or planned, I guess. And it's not super easy. So this level, again, you can take everything. You don't actually need everything for this level. I should probably make that different. Like, if you play it on hard, for example, you should only get one tool. You don't even need any tools for this one. So in the level, turn that music off. In the level data file, Oops, level 5. Tools allowed is 2. Seeds allowed is 2. So I can add like an option, for example, tools allowed in hard mode equals 1. Just double check that. Yeah. And then I'm gonna reload the level there. And this is where my console comes in really handy. I can, instead of restarting the game, going through the splash screen, main menu, blah blah blah, I can type in menu equals shack, and the target level is 5. Just take us right there. And now see, yeah, when select hard mode, see this abacus. Easy and normally you can take 2 of each. Hard mode, you can only take 1 tool. But I think I don't want to play it on hard right now. Maybe at near the end of this podcast I can prove to you that I can beat this level. But since we're going over, I guess, level design, it's more interesting this way. So I'm going to try normal. Patchman starts out saying, a swarm of sheeple are approaching these repeaters like lemmings to get brainwashed. A little nod to a certain game, lemmings to get brainwashed. So if anybody's offended by the use of the word sheeple, they should write to the makers of lemmings, because it's equally offensive. i.e. not offensive at all. I'm not trying to say anyone in particular in this world, I guess, is a sheeple. This is a make-believe world. And so we get a new tool on this level as well, hoe. Now I can till the land to make soil for seeds. Previously, you got the axe to clear away stuff, then the watering can to grow on dry soil. Now this hoe is going to let us make soil wherever we want. But there's sheeple here, and they're approaching these repeaters. Oh no, they're getting brainwashed. And if they get brainwashed, you lose this level. Sorry, and Granny cries forever if you do that. You also notice that there's different swarms here, but I'm going to go over the hoe tool first. So I could hoe right there. For example, drop a seed on that and it'll start growing. Whoa! I have to turn off the cheat code. I knew I'd forget that. That might actually be live right now. If you're on Steam, better play it while you still can. Okay, let's get back in there. It was giving me infinite water no matter where I dropped a seed, so that was for development purposes or something. Had that enabled last devcast. That's why I use command line arguments as well, because if I don't use those, then I might forget to uncomment, or I might forget to comment out the cheat in the code. So you can see here I need to water. And this is where I remember why I had that cheat enabled. It's because it's making collecting fruit easier. You don't really want to collect fruit easily on this level though. You'll see why. I'm gonna use my hoe, grow an apple tree. And the previous levels we kind of established that guys prefer apples, girls prefer oranges. And you see it, the tree shot one out automatically. The rest, if they get past the trees, I gotta get them myself. So it's kind of like a little tower defense game, mini game. I gotta rush around. And I'm gonna lose because the Sheeple girls need oranges and I don't have any oranges. Yep. Granny sad. Other thing I want to mention is this clock up here. So it's telling us how much time is remaining until the next swarm, in this case the first one, until that swarm appears at the edge of the map. And then this is what's going to come. 6 Sheeple ladies are going to come, and of the whole level there's going to be 6 swarms. It's 1 swarm. The next swarm is going to be a mixture of 12 guys and girls, and you'll see it's random every time you play, and it's defined in this level data file. Again, procedurally generated, the rivers and the nature stuff, plants and stuff. We're looking at level 6. Okay, level 5. So this is a swarm level. Swarm equals true. Swarm pools. These are like the different pools of things that could come in the swarm. So in this case, a swarm of sheeple girls, 4 of them. Guys, a mixture. It could be a mixture of 8 or a mixture of 16. When we were playing it, it showed 12, but I'll explain why it said 12 and it doesn't say 12 here. The first pools, I think it's going to be one of these 2. It's not going to do the mixture right away. The first swarm that comes out. So swarm waves easy. That's the total number of waves. Easy mode, you're gonna only have to do 4. Normal 6. Hard is 10. And it's multiplier. So it's multiplying by 1 on easy, but it's on normal mode it's multiplying by 1.5. That's where we got 12 from here. We got 8 times 1.5 is 12. And then if you're on hard, it's double that. So that's where it becomes actually quite hard. Like when you're getting 32 sheeple at a time potentially, and you gotta manage all the fruit and whatnot. And the time apart is actually shorter on hard as well. And then this specifies the very first time that the swarm's going to come. So that'll be 30 seconds. Swarm condition means what condition are you going to lose the level at. So if this is hard coded to mean that if a Sheeple gets brainwashed, then you lose. But in later swarm levels, that might be different. And then these are just like the environment. This is the story that starts that off, the swarm one. What else? The song that's gonna play, which is a really great song. Maybe I should enable that. Turn that on in the settings. Don't want it too loud. As much as I like listening to loud music while I'm streaming, it does kind of ruin the stream. Okay, let's go back to our swarm level. So yeah, this is just meant to be like a less stressful alternative to the previous levels where there's drones trying to shoot you, and you could just like mass convert a whole bunch of sheeple instead of like painfully one at a time. So this is kind of my strategy when I play it. Dig out by the rivers, some soil, plant some seeds. Pretty straightforward at first, but you'll find that you've run out of seeds. And these plants aren't going to last forever, so what do? Well, the answer is you got to get more seeds or more fruit. So I've got some apples, get some oranges. Kind of want Patchman to only get one at a time on this type of level, but whatever. I'll just play through and see how it looks. So I could throw an orange or an apple right into the soil and it'll devolve into a seed. But if I use my axe, I'll get more seeds. Any particular reason for that? Well, just kind of makes the axe more useful, I guess. I've got more seeds to work with. Seeds are a little easier to plant because they only go a little bit, whereas the apples and stuff, you kind of chuck them farther. I'm kind of getting past my defenses here, so I also need the axe to chop down this. I better double check. No, sheeple are getting past my defenses here. Yeah, once you kind of figure this out, it's like not that big a deal. And then what I would do is kind of collect a bunch of apples and oranges for any stragglers that get past the tree line. I don't think they're gonna get past it though. One thing I wasn't sure about on this level, oh, I killed the bird, is that the level's bigger than you can see all at once, so, well, I won. See, that's a pretty easy level, but a lot of people struggle with it. But you can't see the whole level, so from a tower defense point of view, you could lose a level without ever really knowing why. If you're off on the right and a ship comes by on the left, and conversely, if you're on the left and you're not seeing these giant swarms that are heading your way on the right. Could maybe put like a mini map, but not really sure. Just make the levels a lot smaller or zoom out more. There's all sorts of things you could do. Let's see what my score was. $59,000. Contrast that to the leaderboards. Now, these are the best scores for 2017. But if we want to drill down to what the current one is, and we have not beat the current one. Click on one of those pages. Barnack. Is that short for Barnacle? He's got 64,000. Gerbo, 63,000. Who was? I think Gabertoth was the previous. So I've got 59. That would put me at number 5. We've got 27 people who have completed this level since the leaderboards are up. We didn't have leaderboards the entire time. It was an early access thing, and only one person has actually beat this level on hard. So I'm going to try and beat it on hard to prove that it's possible. So you got 2 out of 3 if I go for hard mode. And hard mode, I think I'll take the axe. I think that might be more useful, having to cut down stuff. I'm gonna restart this with joystick mode. There we go. Thanks to Text Deluxe, my joystick works a lot better now. Before I was having like issues with the first time you started it, or you started it without the joystick activated. You had to reboot the entire thing. Now, because of his fix request, it's a lot better. Like, you can actually, just the joystick's like always working now. So kind of solve two problems at once. So I'm playing with the Logitech, is it F170? The axe is also really useful in this level, clearing away spots for soil. It's one thing people don't seem to grasp onto, that you can't hoe soil that has stuff growing on it. It might actually be a nice idea to be able to unhoe things. I am in trouble here already, pretty sure. I only start with one seed. I need to get stuff ASAP here. Okay. Whoop. Oh boy. There is no way I'm gonna pass this. Let's see what I can do. I need more cheese now. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's why I call it hard mode. Alright, let's try again. No messing around. Grow, grow. Because I don't have a watering can. I can't plant soil anywhere else. Managed to get one orange seed there. I have a bad feeling about this level. Oh, there's more places I can plant stuff. Great. Imagine if these tools hurt the sheeple. That would not be fun. I might beat this. Starting to need more apples though. Oh, come on. I feel like I should knock this tree down. There's a lot of apples sitting here. I don't want them to go to waste. Can get a new apple tree. Oh, this isn't so bad. As long as you're on top of things. I think this is the last swarm. As long as I don't do something stupid. I think that's it. Go for some bonus points. Alright, let's see what I did. How I did. Oh, 100,000 already. That's not going to log on my leaderboard because that doesn't. I'm not actually playing through Steam. Plus, I don't want my scores to be on the leaderboard because I'm a developer. So top score is 64,000. I got 100,000 just by passing it on hard, really. And 5 patches, not bad. So why would you want to get top score on the leaderboard, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you why. Because all the people who got top score for 2017 were entitled to a mug, and we sent them out, and they're really cool, and no one else in the world will have a mug just like yours, custom tailored to you, to your Steam name, or you can have a custom name if you don't like your Steam name. So, and I've heard back from Falagorn and the Limey Dragon, they both have their unique coffee mugs. Now the other side of this mug, it basically looks like that, but on the other side is a big pile of broken drones with Patchman on top, and he's holding a hoe, signifying that he's got the power of life for growing things, and on the other hand he's got his comic book symbolizing he knows the truth. And of course he's standing on all the drones, means he's defeated the drone army. But he won't truly defeat the drone army until he gets through all 4 episodes. And we won't get through all 4 episodes if we don't have a bit of success here. So our Kickstarter's still floundering pretty badly. We're not even at 10% yet for our goal, and it's been like a week, over a week and a half. Put so much effort into this. Really want people to see it. They're not seeing it. We've got not very many views. Not the pledges that I care about, it's the views. Like, people know about it, they'll pledge. People just aren't seeing it. They don't know it exists. But it looks like 24 really awesome people know about it. And of those 24, I only know about 4 of them. So it's not like it's just all my friends. The very first backer was just some cool guy who backed it. I don't know who he is or anything. I wanted to do, like, I just wanted, like, gamers to, I don't want my, my parents or something to back it, because I want people legitimately interested. My parents, of course, want me to succeed, but they're never gonna play the game, so I want people who actually want to play it to back me, which might be a bad strategy, but it's the strategy I went for. Something else I wanted to go over this time. I'm making, for the previous Kickstarter, spy pack, and it has all the different cheat codes and stuff enabled. You won't be able to use this on Steam, but you'll be able to go invincible, intangible, so you can walk through things. Be able to go invisible, so drones and sheeple and bears won't be able to see you. You'll be able to make yourself go really fast. Spawn things, like you put a bear on level 4 or whatever. We did that the other day. We put a bunch of bears in, the drones ended up shooting them, which was funny. I never really like explicitly added that into it, it just kind of worked out that way. The kind of object-oriented like nature of the code. You'll be able to get items on the early levels that you would only get in the previous levels. Like goof around, stuff like that. You can open up a console. You can see how the game is operating internally with the physics, shapes, and whatnot. And it also will come with like a wallpaper set. I'm just gonna give like a little thumbnail of those. These are high resolution. When you get the pack, there's the Patchman on a pile of drones picture. Some wallpapers. Might add a few more yet. And then like early development screenshots, which are pretty funny. Here's an example of what the bear looked like before an actual artist came in. That was my my drawing of a bear. Look, that's Patchman. And some butterflies. Some really bad trees. Some items that you could pick up. I thought I knew how to do pixel art. I could do some stuff. Like here's the first Sheeple. He's hungry, he wants a hamburger. And Patchman with his disguise. There's like a whole series of these. Some other disguise, early disguise, early level design. I don't want to give them all away because they're for backers, but it's kind of like a sampling. But I have to send out a new version on itch that enables the spy pack to work before I send out the spy pack to backers. some other stuff that is new this week. Tomb Raider came out, so we have this funny Instagram picture that Igor drew. Patchman as Indiana Jones. It's kind of like taking a stab at Tomb Raider, or as he pronounced it, Tom Rider. It's like, have you heard of the new Tom Rider movie? Like, what's that? Is that he's a famous actor or what? But just a funny way to pronounce Tomb Raider, apparently. I like it. I like Tom Rider. Might have a pseudonym. Tom Rider. Alright, well, I think that wraps up this Twitch cast. Went over level 5. And yeah, wasn't too complicated. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, see you later. See you next time with level 6.